finished installing 2 shows, and David List, the director of MoCCA, had wanted to meet with me. I didn't know what it was about, and he asked me to meet at the Toronto Sculpture Garden, which I thought was a little bit odd. And I met him just 2 days after installing the Division show, actually, and he asked me if I wanted to be the first on-site artist for MoCCA's new partnership with the City of Toronto in continuing the programming at the Toronto Sculpture Garden. So one thing I decided to do from the offset was to make only bronze works. So all of the new pieces in this exhibition are cast bronze with a variety of different patinas. I continue to use found objects, mostly from the domestic sphere. It's kind of interesting because I've spent a lot of time repurposing objects in past installations, such as Cloud and Blast and White Dwarf. And in these new works, it's a combination of using some of these objects as positives and recombining them with others, while also using some of the packaging forms that come along with them, or which I've collected. 3 of them are quite interesting because they are direct cast, and so what I've done is that I've sort of carved the originals for those pieces out of foam. And then through the direct casting method, there's kind of no mold made for them. The foam is actually replaced by the bronze, and then it's eaten up. It's incinerated actually by the bronze. So the original, the so-called original, disappears, and there's a perfect transmutation between the original foam and the new bronze. Maybe because I'm a first-generation immigrant, I think of things produced by all cultures as being potentially ethnographic. It just depends on who the other is and who the so-called indigenous is. And I think our artifacts could be considered as ethnographic by some other civilization in some other time. So in a way, the works I imagine as things that might be unearthed or dug up and found, and force one to interpret our culture sometime in the distance or in the far distance. So in a way, they're sort of ruins for the future.